Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Once again, we are back. It's your boy Big Willie Styles, Wise Man Cass, DC1, Dynasty Sports Network is in the building, and we got a good show for y'all today. Of course, if you have been living under a rock or just been at work or absolutely didn't care what was going on this past week, we had some NBA news dealing with the Detroit Pistons. This past week, of course, we had the draft. Got a couple of picks that we're going to talk about with those picks, as well as, of course, free agency is going on right now. It's a free agency going on as we speak. But the main thing right now we're going to start this top of the hour off with, of course, is Pistons got their new coach. Yes, Pistons today have officially hired their new head coach, JB Bickerstaff. It's a 5-year deal. Didn't really get the details on what the money was yet. I don't know if you got that, not DC, but we do have him on a 5-year deal. JB Bickerstaff coming off being let go from the Cleveland Cavaliers. He was over there for I would say 5 years. He took over for John Beilein after 2019. Had the team going in the right direction. Was in the playoffs the last couple of years. Had a winning record over there. He also, coached at other locations as well. So he seems to have a winning pedigree. So DC, I know we had talked a little bit earlier on you guys' show earlier in regards to this new coaching hire, but we don't know how to come double back and make sure we brought it here to Dynasty Sports Network. So I want to get you guys' take. So I'm gonna start with you, DC, in regards to this new coaching hire with JB Bickerstaff. I'm gonna go ahead and let you take the floor.
I'm gonna let Cass go ahead and go first, and I'm gonna go on right quick.
Y'all know me. I feel like it's cool. I don't hate it. Like I said, the past 2 years he was able to get the Cavaliers to the playoffs. I just feel like at some point we just gonna have to stick with what we got and build on what we have. Because right now we got $65 million sitting at home on the couch chilling. You feel me? So we have to be able to develop our young, and our young got to be able to develop themselves, man. If you got a whole offseason and do nothing but tool your game, and this is a game you love, you should come back bigger, stronger, faster. At some point the players gonna have to take some accountability and their growth as well. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, we have to be able to build from the ground up. This is not a sexy location that people want to come and play. So I feel like as long as we allow Bickerstaff to give him time to build, we'll be okay. But if we keep after one season getting rid of this guy, after 2 seasons getting you can't build like that. You're gonna always be rebuilding. So I like it. I like the hire. Again, he's a proven winner. Let's just see what kind of time they give him and what they allow him to do.
Okay. Now, before I get to you, DC, I gotta go into some breaking news. And in regards our star player Cade Cunningham, in which it is being reported that he's going to sign a 5-year, $226 million maximum rookie extension.
I like it.
Yeah, well deserved. There's no question that he deserved that contract extension. There shouldn't be no discussion with that. Period.
I mean, it was already in the talks, but hearing that just solidified, because I know a lot of people were worried about whether or not Cade was going to stay or not, in which you give him 5-year, $226 million. That's hard to pass up, especially when you got the rights to him. So it's good that the Pistons are taking care of business by solidifying our star player in Cade. Now, what we have to do is build around that player and give him a coach that's going to bring the best out of him. So I'm going to go back to you, DC, in regards to the coach Bickerstaff. Now that you know that Cade is here to stay, with him signing his rookie extension, what will be your expectations of the new coaching hire? What information that you want to present in regards to old JB Bickerstaff?
JB Bickerstaff, like I said earlier on we talked earlier about it, and I said it was a good hire. He shows he's a proven coach, coach that he helped, like you said, what he did to the Cleveland Cavaliers the past 4 years, 5 years. They got better each year. The last 2 years they made the playoffs. They got to the first round last year, and they got to the the second round this past season. So, but yeah, it's he showed the guys, those players, they bought into the system. You know what I'm saying? That even despite the fact you had, you seen the proven Darius Garlands in the world. You see, other guys on that team on Cleveland. They Bickerstaff got the best out of those guys. They played hard for him. It was just unfortunate situation that that the Cleveland's organization didn't give him another opportunity to keep it going. But now we got a coach. Now we got him. Now I think he's going to help the Cade and Jaden Ivey and the other young core and bring some of these veterans that can that fit his style of his coaching style that can help this team to be better. So he knows that he's seen the Pistons. We played against them 4 times, last year. Unfortunately, we was on the losing end all 4 of those losses. But Bickerstaff, he's seen the talent with this Pistons team. So him coming here as our head coach, I like it. I have no problem with it. I wish my personal preference would be Sam Cassell, but I don't have a problem with Bickerstaff, and I think Trajan Langdon saw what he can bring to this team, to these players, so to help this, because you can't get no worse than 14-68. Okay, can't get no worse than that. You know what I'm saying? So you got to somewhere. You got to start somewhere up. So I think Bickerstaff is gonna come in. He's gonna do a good job. He's gonna groom these young players. He's gonna do pretty well. So he deserves this opportunity in Cleveland. They didn't give him a fair shot. Nah, he's here. He got a 5-year deal. He's gonna get it done. No, Big Ed, they ain't going 13-69. Okay,
Hater, man. I keep telling y'all that, man. They ain't going 13-69.
Listen, Big A say, listen, I gotta keep it real, but I would say this. For me personally, I'm at an even keel with the hire. Honestly, I didn't think that Jimmy Bickerstaff would be available to us, even though he got fired. I didn't see him being on our radar. For me, as seeing him as a coach, he does get to it when he needs to. He's not delayed, but the last 2 coaches we had, great character guys, but as far as like being a fiery coach that I think we need, they wasn't it. They're more of a teachers, calm, good guys, but I think we need some guys to put some fires to some asses on this team, because we can't go through what we went through these last couple of years. I will say this, though. It does seem to be a pattern with the Pistons when it comes to this, coaching, front office carousel, that they seem to be repeating the same thing. And I'm hoping the third time's the charm when they do this, because they seem like they get a coach who was a winning coach from a different organization, either a coach of the year or, being a winning coach. Coach was fired after, making a successful run in the playoffs, but they didn't get over the top. And then we go and hire that coach. And then we go and draft a player who's athletic and who got skill set, but can't shoot in the lottery. And now we got to develop another player. Same scenario as the other regime that we just got rid of. It seems like we're starting that cycle over again. Now, the difference I would say with this one and the last regime is that even though we got the guy in the high in the draft, which I personally disagree with him going that high, and which that's where we're going to pivot to that in regards to the Pistons draft pick. The first round pick was none other than Ron Holland II. He's a combo guard / forward. Wing type player out of the G League Ignite team. We drafted him 5th overall in this past week's draft. Now, watching him, he's another guy where they feel like he has potential to have a lot of upside. I watched what he does, and you can see the potential. Like, yeah, can be an explosive player. But where I have my angst at is the fact that we drafted a player that's basically what we have drafted last year. Almost. And to me, I feel like he's in between the likes of Jaden Ivey and Ausar Thompson. And in regards to how they play fast, they play hard, they play above the rim. They defensively, he has a similar skill set as Ausar Thompson. Getting to the rack and getting and really going hard to the rack is similar to what Jaden Ivey is. The issue that I have, and it's always been my issue, is that once again, we got to worry about another guy coming in not being able to shoot or have to work on a shot.
And he's shooting. I have not seen nothing that states that. All I see is going to the cup. Like, that's cool and all, but can he shoot?
No. And that's the issue. But we do have, of course, that's one thing I would say. The coaching staff that they're putting together has been pretty solid, and we got some guys that's coming in. I know you want to speak on that, DC. One of the coaches that we put over there from the New Orleans Pelicans is a shooting coach, and he helped a lot of those guys over there get their shots together, particularly more so with Ball. You see how his shot was. It was he shoot from the other side of the face, and he fixed his shot. So
he developed that, yeah.
So we brought in a guy that's going to help us. So if that is the case, sure, okay, I'm with that. But that's why I need to see exactly what's going to go on with this free agency. Because if that's the case, and we're going to have to sit back and let him develop, then we need to bring in some. But I'm going to go ahead and swing it to you, DC, because I want you to get your spiel in regards to how you feel about the draft pick, Ron Holland.
I was not expecting it, because to be honest with you, I didn't look any highlights or film about Holland in the second. So once they made that pick, and I was surprised they went with that route. But he showed some promise, like what Langdon was saying after the press conference, saying drafting him, he saw the potential with this young man. He said it himself that he needs to work on the shooting. He's very versatile. He play defense. He's versatile. He get to the basket. He's slashing all that. But the thing is that the shooting is the biggest thing to work on. So if Langdon, he saw something that a lot of us didn't see, like you said, we got to give this young man an opportunity, man. He's the fifth pick, and I understand this. When you get to somewhat a situation like what happened last year with, you getting a guy that's very versatile defensively, but, offensively, saying his work on the shooting. I just think a lot of people was kind of worried about this situation with Holland, but the only thing is Holland is a little bit more versatile than Ausar Thompson. But, we'll, like you said, it's made to see what's going to happen. Like I said, Holland, he's going to work on, his craft and his shooting, and, he's going to be all right. No, Big A, I ain't not say the same thing about Killian, so stop it with all that, man. That goddamn Big A, man. That goddamn Big A. But no, man, so Cass, man, how what's your thoughts on that, man?
Like I say, man, when I saw his game, I just saw, Slasher getting to the cup. Like I say, it's important for the players to develop on their own as well, man. I just can't see me being a professional athlete. All I get paid to do is play basketball or play football or whatever my profession is, and I come back and I still suck. Like, that shit bothers me as somebody that plays sport. And it's just like, man, don't you want to, be the best at what you do? You know what I'm saying? Don't you want to develop your craft? And you know what I'm saying? Like I said, the coaches hold so much weight, but like I said, they got to be on the players too at some point, man. And then too, like I was stating earlier, you have to get a coach in here that we're going to keep in here. Yeah, he's going to go through his growing pains. This is a rebuild. The shit's not going to happen overnight. It's not going to happen this season. It ain't going to happen next season. It's a process. But we keep drafting like you keep saying, the same kind of player. You know what I'm saying? The Thompsons, the Ausars, and Ronald that we just grabbed. Like, we need big men. Like, we can't protect the paint for shit. You know what I'm saying? We have no low post game. We have no nothing. So it's frustrating, man. And like I said, it's like I want to be excited for it, but it's just like, yo, Because again, if we go, what Big A say, 13-69. I mean, what we gonna do? We gonna get rid of Bickerstaff and start this process all over again?
And then I want to, right? And I, you got a lot of valid points on there. I want to say this too, Big Willie, before you chime on back in. I didn't say this too when I was talking about it earlier that, but with Bickerstaff, especially with the young guys, can help these rookies. You know what I'm saying, to be better. You know what I'm saying, like you bring in, like Ivy can. And Duran can groom these guys, you know what I'm saying? Holland the second together, groom these guys to be better. Because like I said, a lot of these young guys still got to, get their shooting developed and get their shooting touch together. You know what I'm saying? That's what we got Fred Vincent as our, assistant shooting coach to come help these guys. We see what he did with New Orleans Pelicans. When they drafted Herb Jones and Trey Murphy, they guys they was drafted. They come in as wasn't great shooters. They developed that jump shot and they became better shooters. So now you bring in Vincent in, the guys they had issues with shooting. He can help them become better shooters. So that this team, we know Zion can't shoot, bro. Man, this goddamn game be trolling like a mother. We know Zion.
Willie Green, me and Randy went to, Big Willie went to school with Willie Green, and we good with his.
Shout out to the alumni, man. Shout out to the alumni. Yeah.
Shout out Willie Green.
Yes, sir. So, with that being said, that was our first round pick. We had another pick that we traded up to get. In the second round, another young guy. I know DC was kind of excited about this pick. Bobby Clinton was our second round pick. He's a big. He's kind of a guy with size 6'9", can shoot. Got some upside to him as well. So I want you to elaborate a little bit more what you feel about that pick there, DC.
I love it, man. I love this pick because I wish we could have got him as one of the first picks, but. I love that he's versatile. He's a defender. He can shoot the ball. The spacing on the floor be perfect for the K's and Ivies and those guys. He fit well, perfect with this team. He fits perfect because he could do it all. Like I said, he just needs to, so long as if he can buy in, just stay the course and do we have to do, to play those significant minutes, he will be fine. I love this pick because what he can do both ends on the floor. So if a lot of people ain't seen his highlights, y'all need to go check him out because he can do a lot. He is this something we need, that versatile guys that can play both ends of the floor. So I love it.
Well, it has potential. I'll say that. Like I said, anytime you go into the second round, it's always potential. So we'll see. But it's not a but. This whole week, Wiseman DC. You see, I had to pull up because it's been. I gotta say it's been a kind of a tough week for me when being a Pistons fan, and I know Big A, he's trolling, but he knows my pain because I have been the one that's been behind the scenes being optimistic about what can happen with this team, and for what I've been seeing, knowing that me have spent another amounts of money to be a season ticket holder once again. I gotta take a sip, fellas. I'm sorry.
Boy. But hey, take your time, big fella. Take your time.
It's just that it's coming to fruition that if nothing, because I'm watching, I'm looking to see what we're gonna do in free agency, and it's not really, it hasn't populated. There's been some hits on some things of people, so hopefully during the show we get some going. But if they don't get some production around this team in regards to developing these players, as well as getting some guys that can play fucking basketball. Okay, I don't need no more project babies on this fucking team. Excuse my French. The alcohol is starting to kick in. I don't need no more projects on this fucking team.
Yeah.
I need players that know how to play the game, that can help the young guys play the game, that makes the game entertainment and make it to where we can win some games so I can sit at LCA and be comfortable, not have to leave out there game after game because they're losing like they did the last season. Listen, I done spent a lot of money over these last 3 years in that damn stadium hoping for a better outcome. And this organization has promised us, I got emails from the organization, being now I'm a season ticket holder, has promised us better days. And what I'm saying right now, I'm afraid that it's just going to be another one of them dire years. And I hate to have to agree with Big A because, you know, like I say, he's a Debbie Downer in some type of way, but he's been saying, listen, we might be bad for a while. And I don't want to agree with that. Honestly, I don't. But the way things are shaping up right now, it seems like we're going by the same blueprint.
Yeah.
And if they don't make something shake during this free agency, man, I just don't know how to feel. Big A, I guess he got tired of trolling in the comments. He joined us.
Look, I wasn't trolling, man. It's just speaking facts, bro. Like, I mean, like, and this the time we gotta just be honest with ourselves, bro. Like, the Pistons are in that they're in that area of where the Lions were, bro. And it's just like you're gonna have to be honest with yourself, dude. Like, how do we keep going into the draft? And like Cass say, every highlight you see of this guy, he going to the cup. He going to the cup. You know what that's telling me? This dude ain't even confident in his jump shot, and he playing on these all-star teams. We going to get these guys from these overtime elites and guys who ain't even stepping foot on a college floor. You know, these guys are. To me, that's the one thing when I don't care if you tell me this man can 360 from the three-point line. And when you tell me if his shot falls, he's going to be great. Well, no shit, Sherlock. If everybody's shot falls, they'll be great. But you're telling me, once again, as a fan, you taking somebody in the top five, bro.
Now, Big A, now, Big A. Hold on, Big A. Now, this is where I'm frustrated because everything they're saying is something that, you know, we talked about for a while. Like, okay, drafting off of potential in the lottery is not a winning.
No.
Salute. It's not. Why not take that pick? Because he didn't know he was going to get top 5. Nobody had him in top 5. Why not trade back? You could have got him at 10, maybe even beyond that, and got some capital in between, because there was guys who wanted to trade up. This was one of the ones where I have to say he was going to be there. And I'm not knocking the kid. Congratulations on being on the team, because I want this to work. This needs to work. This has to work. But there was some wiggle room in between that pick that could have happened. That could have been like, okay, we got the pick, but we also got something in return. We didn't get nothing. We just got a pick. Go ahead, Big A. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt. Go ahead. I'm going to finish my drink.
You there, A?
Big A?
He might have got a call or something. But go, Wiseman, go ahead, man.
So my thoughts on the second round, I'm gonna do a whole 360 on y'all, man. I would have drafted Bronny.
Okay. No, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Saying, if you want your son, send me AD. Send me Austin Reeves. Listen, if you want your son back, send me something for him.
So you said we draft him and held him hostage, huh?
That's it. He would have been listening.
Okay. See, I see where you're going now. I got you, because you know Rich Paul makes a call. Listen, if you draft him, he going to Australia. But I see what you did. I see what you're saying now.
Look, just ask Australia. Bye.
Yeah. I see what
I would have drafted Bronny, and I would have been like, look, Pops, either you coming over here or you got to send me something to get your son. Otherwise, we gonna let his ass rot. I'm feeling that. I'm feeling that.
Hey, let me get this right. Let me get this started. And what I was saying was, because I dig what I was saying is, I agree with Cass. Like, you can have as many shooting gurus and this and all that you want, right?
You
But
got to put that work.
right. If the kid doesn't have it in him, there you go. And this is my thing. You don't get to the league and say, oh, now I want to work. And I'm going to tell you, the thing that's with these kids that's going to these overseas and all of that, right? That you showing a sign that you don't go through that grind. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to work. You want to just right away. You so-called playing professional, and it's just not working, man. It's working. It's not. It's just like, to me, and then like I say, the thing with the coach. I mean, I'm tired of every time we get these guys. Same thing. Oh, we got Dwayne Casey. He Toronto to such and such. Oh, we got Monty Williams. It's like, man, it's the front office where we really need to change that. Sure.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I agree.
Lions got better.
You're getting all these playoff shit.
But you know what, Big A? The Lions got better once Martha, excuse me, Big Willie, for talking about your woman like this. Martha stepped down and she let Sheila take over. Shit, we got better.
Mm-hmm.
You have to we can't be Jerry Jones, right?
All my life.
Yeah, you
Man.
know, like,
All my life.
Chris Paul, 1 year deal, $11 million with the Spurs.
Yep, I knew that. Yeah, that's a good fit.
That just came across. But yeah, it's hard at the time.
But what did I tell you, Willie? I said, what did I tell you, Big Willie? I said the business is not going to be good until they basketball people in there and not our homeboys to really run that thing right. Because I say, when did the Lions make the pop? That's when the Fords got out. When did the Raiders become when Al Davis died? The Cowboys there, Jerry Jones get out of the way.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
And the Pistons, they're in that situation.
Hold on, nigga.
I know you like.
Hold on, nigga.
Hold on. Time out. First of all, everybody, let's all take a deep breath and just say, "Hello, King. You all right, buddy? Long time no see." You know,
Welcome to the show. You know, he's an invited guest now. Yeah,
Right. He just made his special guest appearance.
So King, you popped there because I know you sitting there like they going in. I gotta get my take in. So I'm gonna go ahead and let you go off, man, because so you've been covering it throughout the week, like I said, I was on the show with you guys during the draft, and like I said, you heard the hire, you see what's going on with free agency, you see what's going on with the draft. So I'm gonna let the fans in and let them hear from King in regards to what he's feeling right now. Listen, I done finished my drink. I don't know what you got over there.
So listen, we've become the recycle facility, right? That's what we do. We recycle things. When people throw things away, we pick it up. Bigger staff is bigger staff. I still think it was some better options out there. That's just me personally. I don't want to be negative Nancy, but I think it was some better options out there.
Mm-hmm.
Business elected not to go with that, but at the same time, guys have to want to come here. They got to want to come to the D. So, a lot of coaches turned us down.
Right.
A lot of them turned us down.
Not to, I didn't mean to interrupt you, but I get what you're saying in regards to that, because we and that's why I was saying early in the show, we've hired guys that's been fired from other places before. They've had chances. There's coaches, there's young up and coming assistants is out there that we didn't pass on to get these names.
Sam Cassell,
Bickerstaff,
Yeah.
Dwayne Casey,
Yeah.
Monty Williams. Their names. They've shown how far they can go. So it's telling me that in a way the Pistons is kind of going to be satisfied of just being in the mix when they hire these coaches as opposed to taking a chance. But I'm going to go ahead and let you finish, King. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah. So, like I said, just for instance, I just mentioned Sam Cassell, NBA champion, multiple time NBA champion, uber amounts of experience, right?
15 years.
Yeah, just haven't got that shake yet. You know what I'm saying? That type of thing. So that's what you want. You want a person to come in with that type of experience, and that's, you know, just full of juice and energy, and wants to prove himself in this league. You have the team that represents that. You have a NBA basketball team of young guys that want to prove themselves. You bring that type of coaching here.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Bickerstaff, you know, with the backcourt that he had over there with Cleveland, I did like what he did with those guys over there. So it's going to be interesting to see what he can do with Cade or Ivy over here. Teach them how to not to turn the ball over so much. Teach them how to slow things down, how to be professional. But we look to the other side of the coin, which is what I'm having a problem with so far. And that's adding the veterans, right? Free agency's been started. Teams are moving. Detroit always continues to sit on our thumbs and wait for the scraps. And I'm tired of that. We have the most money right now. Go get something. Langdon, you sat there in the press conference. You said we're going to be aggressive in free agency. We're going to be aggressive when it comes to trades. Well, let's do that then. That's where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? Andre Drummond, 2 years, right? $10 million to Philly. You couldn't beat that? You couldn't beat that. That's what you tell me.
King, with free agency, you just got to, like, people got to want to come here, man. Like, you can have all the money in the world, but if I know I'm about to go here and take Wood, pause, I'm not about to go do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can get paid elsewhere, but, like, we got to put something together first. Just like, again, how the Lions did. We got to get it out the mud. We got to build from within. And then once we build a culture of winning and a culture where people actually want to be here, then we'll get those free agents. Until then, we should have drafted Bronny so we could have held the Lakers.
So the reason why that was one of the names I brought up is because of what I've seen from him on social media personally and from the reports that's been out there. So that's why I brought that name up.
Yeah.
But, you know, obviously we're still in a race for Tobias Harris. We'll see what happens with that. We out of the race for Miles Bridges. That's done. You know what I'm saying? So
with Isaiah Hartenstein, he was another one out. He signed with OKC.
Yeah, so it's gonna be interesting to see who's left and what's left. I think where we're gonna have to go and mix some things up is gonna be in the trade market. I never really look forward to free agency here, obviously, because we are Detroit and we have to overspend all the time. You know what I'm saying? And we just, I can't even say all the time because we really don't never do it. So
but I don't understand. Somebody help me out. What is the infatuation with Tobias Harris? Help me out.
They want another shot chucker here. That's what it is. That's what it is. You know, with a fan's mind, they hear shooting. They just start looking for anybody who shoots the basketball. Well, Tobias, he can get you 16 points a game. You know what I'm saying? This, that, and the third. He ain't gonna play no defense. You know, you're a little bit older. He's inconsistent now.
And the thing is, I like Tobias Harris, but Tobias Harris time is back. And my other thing is this: bringing back former Pistons second time around never works.
Yeah.
So you gonna do that and pay him more than what we had paid him 5 years ago when he was here?
Right. I was just about to say that. Tobias Harris, he's doing what Caldwell Pope is doing. Did you see what he just got? 3 years, $66 million.
Orlando.
Tobias trying to get another check, man. That's what he's trying to do.
Hey, listen, Tobias got his 2 ships. All he needs, he deserves to get paid right now. Listen, let me go and get my money now. I got my 2 rings.
So here's Pistons fans' logic. Well, we're gonna be bad for about 3 or 4 years.
Right.
What is it gonna hurt to bring somebody in and pay them the money? We got to spend it somewhere. That's Pistons fans' logic.
Mm-hmm.
And so, you know, like I said, man, the list is short, especially with free agency out there. It's just short. Dudes ain't coming to F. I always say you got A, B, C, D, and franchises, but we're an F franchise right now. You know what I'm saying? So this is destination F. Nobody's coming here unless you're paying them some money. That's more than what everybody else is offering. So, and good luck with that still. You know what I'm saying? to come here. Everyone's been watching what the Pistons have been doing. They've been watching this total mess that you have in the front office. Players do talk. Organizations do talk. They know you have some whack jobs in the front office. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be hard to get guys to come here in the first place. They have to do it through the draft and through trades. That's where the players, hopefully, players don't have an option but to come because you traded for them. So, listen, man, that's just what it is. The trade market is where it's at for the Detroit Pistons, man.
And that's where I believe that's where, like I said, our bread and butter is going to be, because, like you said, it's gonna be hard to get free agents to come in knowing that they're not coming into a system where they're going to be winning right away. And that's where Trace and Landon was at. Like, listen, I know we're not, where people want to be at right now. That's why we're going to take some of these expiring contracts, or do a little sign and trade offer, which is what I'm waiting on. I'm checking my phone right now, seeing what we got going on. But there is a little light at the end of the tunnel, and we need to get back to it. And that's with the Pistons signing extension with Cade Cunningham on that 5-year, $226 million. So that is a glimmer of light to give other guys that want to come in. Listen, we signed our foundation.
Finally,
we got that out the way. And we're going to build around that foundation, and you can be a part of that. What you want to do, right?
That feels so good. It really do.
It does feel good. It does feel good. But I would have to say this: it's kind of like, I don't want to sound like a hater. It might sound hater, but it's kind of like, I want to say we have a choice in the matter.
Yeah, I mean, when you look at the situation, I mean, obviously, I say all the time, we won 14 games last season. That's just what it is. Man, these players just have not been put in a great position.
No,
they have not, man. They've not been in a great position to be successful, to grow. They just have not been put in a great situation. I'm glad that we're gonna keep a guy in Cade around. So when we do start to hit that right note, we have the right players available. Obviously, you look at the age limits with our team. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these guys between 19 and 23 years old.
Yeah, babies.
Yeah, we got babies, man. So, like I said, for us to go ahead and take care of business like that, man, and hopefully we bring the right hopefully we bring the right coaching here to move us to the next step, someone who actually gives a damn.
and that's the point well taken about giving a damn, because like I said, I was down there last season. King, he was down there for a brief period of time till he said, "Fuck it, I'm taking my gifts and going home." Being down there, you seen, like I said, I said this earlier on the 3-on-3X1P show earlier today, that being there, you seen when the timeouts came and it cut the commercial, you seen Monty Williams on that sideline. And you see how disengaged he really was, and not putting the effort forth to like make changes and letting things ride out longer than what they have to be. Ain't no way in hell a coach that's making $70 million should allow a 28-game losing streak. You good for a couple of games. You're that good of a coach where, okay, I can stop this bleeding. But it was a lot of it that he didn't. And one being that he allowed Killian to start longer than what he should have. Let's be honest. He allowed him to start longer than what he should have. And and I said it earlier, that just told me he was looking to get fired. He was looking by the trade deadline to be let go, because he let a lot of
get his payday.
Yeah, I got my payday. It's guaranteed. They gonna have to fire me. I'm making them fire me for real, because, dude, you had the bench out there plenty of times longer than what they should be. We done had double-figure leads, and he didn't let the double-figure lead not only get lost, but then we down by double figures.
Yeah.
Without calling a timeout, he just let it rock. And all that came together, and I'm thinking about, like, okay, maybe he's allowing the young guys to go through some growing pains, but now that I see, bro was trying to get fired, for real. Let's be honest. He was trying to get fired. He got the payday. He didn't want to be here. He wanted to be at home with his wife to get her healthy. Fire me. Y'all gonna have to fire me. I'm not gonna quit, but y'all paid me and y'all fired me. Now he's sitting at home with his wife and his family getting the $65 million.
Mm-hmm.
And we're
Hey, but you know, Willie, who fault is that though? That's ownership.
There we go.
That's ownership.
Yeah.
All of the stuff that we're talking about, like I say, it's gonna eventually evolve. Goes back to the ownership.
Mm-hmm.
Once again, like I say, if you got people in place, let them do their job. Stop overstepping them coming in thinking you helping the situation out. Because look, you just fired the coach a year later. Like you think about this. In K's young career, this is his third coach. What does that do for his development, man?
Mm-hmm.
It's a good question.
I ain't going back down that rabbit hole no more. I buried it a week ago. But yeah, we got 2 Jerry Joneses, man. And it just ain't good. It's just not good, man. We got 2 Jerry Joneses.
It's hard to be a fan. That's what I'm saying. Listen, shout out to everybody that's been in the comment section, man. Y'all been lighting the comments up, man. We appreciate y'all for rocking with us, man. Wise, man, get some shout outs while we seeing our folks here, man.
Start from the top. Well, I'm gonna try to start from everybody that I'm seeing. Shout out to Bucket Crazy for the $4.99 donation. Shout out to you. Shout out to Chris Boyd, Tolbert, Shannon, MK, Lifeful Chris, Lionheart. Who else we got in here? We got Tolbert. We got Rashad Ellis. We got 130 people rocking with us. Shout out to our guy Alex, who always rocking with us. You know, every time we go live, he's in the comments. Shout out to Big A, even though he's in here, I still hate him. Yahada, man, no, man. Shout out to you, shit. And then shout out to our other guy, Salvo. Salvo in here rocking with us.
I am.
Hey, man, hey, Cass, we're gonna have to do some Oklahomas or something, dog. You know, you know what I'm saying? You know, hey, look, I can bring my pads on the Delta flight, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know.
So listen, if we
hold on, dog. Oh, don't threaten me with a good time. Hold on, real quick. Hold on.
Hey,
if we want to see, listen, man. If we want to see gorillas fight, we'll watch, the Planet of the Apes.
You want some of the 2 King?
Huh? Hey man, I'll get down there. Hey, listen, man. First of all, shout out to Ashton the Trainer. I seen the comments scroll up real quick.
Yeah, I see it too.
Shout out to you, man. Happy for you and your camp, man. Happy for Cade getting that deal done. Let's get this thing rolling, man. Let's get it rolling.
Well, let's jump back into that because, like I said, that's pivotal in regards to what we're going to do with this franchise. Is the fact that we was able to get that deal done. That's a relief off a lot of people's backs. People was worried about whether or not, there was some rumblings that people felt that Cade didn't want to be here. He's going to be gone. He wasn't going to sign, but we got that taken care of. So, what do we do now? What do we do now? Cade is signed. What do y'all feel next?
I mean, like I said, man.
Patience,
man. New staff. We still ain't got a GM, but new staff, new coaching, new players to the team. First thing that we need to do is create an identity.
Yeah,
that's the first thing that we need to do. I don't care who you add here. If you don't have an identity, we don't have a culture here in Detroit, bro. We gonna be in the same situation. Add an identity to this team, man. What we gonna be hard-nosed defenders? We gonna be, let it fly. We get out in the fast break. Something, give me something. Because right now we don't know who this team is. We don't know who they are. We haven't seen enough of them together to know who they are either.
True.
You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, we seen Cade and Ivy play together 60 plus games over the years that they've been here. That's not enough. We need an identity out there. We need consistency out there. Let's stop playing the tank game because that's terrible for development. It's horrible.
We don't win.
Yeah, right. We don't win that Man, look at this.
Will this fool, bro?
Hey, check this out. Listen. Oh, listen. A wise man once said, "If you're gonna be a monkey, be a gorilla." And my guy Big A just went ate shit and put the helmet on.
I'm just saying, though. I'm just saying. You see the train wreck? Hey, this helmet say CPE written all over it. You know what I'm saying? hey, and Willie and King, no. I know how to use. All right, pause. I didn't gonna say. I was gonna say I know how to use that dome.
Hey, and I'll be doing that. That's what's happening.
Pause.
I'm sick. You put it on.
Man, listen, we needed some light in the show, and that's why we wanted to jump into, like I said, this the extension talk, because, like I said, that's pivotal for our future. And also, I want to say this: I'm hoping that the coaching staff really gives Jaden Ivey a chance to be able to showcase stuff, because I don't feel like he really has yet, and that would be pivotal, because I know there's rumblings that, and it's potential. We got to live in reality that some of these guys may not be here. Some of the young guys that we didn't draft may not be here. Ivy may be one. There's been rumblings about Isaiah Stewart on the trade blocks. Sir Thompson is one. There was even a little bit of rumblings of guys saying that Duran maybe trade, which is crazy to me, but that is a reality that we may have to face up and coming in regards to how we going to orchestrate this team, and what we need to do, going further. So, DC, I want to get your take on, what do you feel should be some of the next steps that we need to take? I know we're looking into free agency right now, but what else? What else we need, bro?
We need, like I said, what King was talking about earlier, we need an identity. We need the guys that's going to fit perfect with this team, man. We need that identity, because the thing is, like King just brought up, if we get the players on here, the veteran players on here, if there's no identity, it's going to be the same boat again, over and over. So what Trajan has to do, he's gonna have to get guys that fit this team, with have some identity with this team, man. So, I know he's not done making these moves. What he got, it's not players that want to come here. You know what I'm saying? Because how bad this organization has been these past few years, even before that, the year that we made the playoffs in 2019, and it was bad. So we got to have some type of identity. You know what I'm saying? Get the right players, bring this, have some identity to it. So it's what it is, man. So we'll see what happens.
Okay.
Okay.
Go ahead, Big A.
No. One thing I would want to say, right, and I heard y'all talk about this, right? Patience is going to be a key.
Yes, sir.
Because what I don't want is another Blake Griffin situation. Oh, we made the playoffs one year with Blake Griffin, and then it's like, we make these deals and all of that. Like, I want longevity, dude. I don't want the little 1 year or 2 year we make the playoffs. Like, let's do it the right way. Like let's not rush into this. Like King said, let's not just see because we got the money in the bank and then we just giving the money away. Like, let's do it the right way. Like, do it the right way. That's what I want to see. I mean, because honestly, like I said, to turn this thing around, it's gonna take some patience. It ain't gonna happen overnight, man. It ain't gonna happen overnight.
King?
Yeah, man. I've been preaching patience for a minute, man. Sadly, I'm still preaching it. Man, because we just had an anomaly happen last season that shouldn't have happened. That really shouldn't have happened. So, and on top of that, we've been a tankathon team. It's just been a lot of time wasted. That's just what it is. And again, we created this cap space. I think we need to use it. right. Use it right. That's the key right there. But again, to bring veterans in here and not just any type of veterans, bring the guys in here that's gonna have a word in the locker room that's gonna be significant to the team. That's all. That's all, man. And just let's develop these young guys and let them play finally together consistently without a revolving door of players coming in and out. I'm so tired of that. It's been 3 seasons straight of that. I'm tired of that, man. Let's get a set starting lineup. Let's get a set bench, and let's run it, bro. It's time to run a fade in this league, bro. We need to go ahead and be consistent, man. That's just what it is. It's not. It's just time.
And I agree with both of you guys, but I gotta add in this that I can't afford patience. I'm sorry. As
you ain't got a choice at this point.
Listen. I didn't invest too much time and money over these past 3-some years.
Yeah, you re-up too. That's wild.
For me personally, I'm saying me personally to be like, okay, I need patience. I can do patience as long as there's progression. Okay, patience and progression. We need to. We don't like you say, Ken. We just don't need to be throwing anybody out there on the court and throw out the ball and say, hey, let's play. Let's get a foundation. Let's get some veterans that know. Listen, there's a lot of guys out there that know how to play basketball in this league. Veterans that we could bring into this fold. Allow the young guys to play. Let the veterans come in when needed, and make this a serviceable team. It's to me, it's not that hard. I mean, if you go in and win 25, 30 games, hell, 30 games can get you into the play-in almost. You could be that close. It's not that. I ain't gonna say it's not that hard, but come on now.
Hey, I want to say this to the chat. I see everybody talking about Cooper Flag. Listen, we not getting the number 1 pick. I don't know if y'all seen over the last 3 years. But no.
Get it, bro. The tank game is over with.
Yeah.
Right.
How about develop the young players you drafted? How about that?
Mm-hmm.
And that's what needs to happen. It's like I'm tired of the draft. I don't want to see no more of the draft lottery.
Man,
lottery, we get the 3rd pick in the 3rd round. Like they be holding us. So the tank game is done.
Yeah.
Hey, let me ask y'all a question. I know me and Wildy was talking about this, right? And it's a lot going into the draft. Everybody was talking about drafting the need, right? How y'all would have felt if they would have went and got Zach Edey?
I ain't gonna lie to you. I probably would have felt the same as I feel with everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Nobody excited me this draft.
And I'm with you on that, team. But at least with the Zach Edey thing, I could have said, okay, they trying to get a big. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I get you on that, but to go in this draft and draft the same thing of what you saying, these guys got to learn how to shoot. Like, to me, that is so irritating for you to like we talking about taking people at the top 5, and the one knock that you are saying is their shooting, dude.
Hey, Big A, and then, like I said, you got valid points on what everything you're saying. It's just now when the situation, like I said, I'm bringing an example of what happened with New Orleans when they drafted Murphy and Herb Jones. When they came into the draft, they wasn't good shooters. They didn't shoot the ball out. They developed that jump shot. It's the players that got to put the effort into it. They wanted to show if they want to be able to continue beating this league, you got to learn to shoot the basketball. So if these guys come out that redrafted, if they want to put the work and the effort, to get the work on their shooting game, that will be all right. But if they don't put that effort into that, they're not gonna last as long in this league.
But see, this is where the front office needs to show themselves, prove themselves worthy of being a front office. Y'all know this going in. So you need to go ahead and attack this free agency and bring in guys that's not gonna that can allow us to be able to develop these other guys and not leave them hanging out to dry and expose them early on in their careers to where what happened last year with Sir Thompson? He started off hot. Y'all remember?
Oh yeah.
But then the shooting woes came, and his psyche changed. He was a whole different player the rest of the season. The first 10 games, he started pretty good. But when people started seeing that shot wasn't dropping, his confidence went down. And it was nothing behind him, nothing around him that said, all right, you know what, sit back, young fella. Let me show you how this done. That's what we need.
But that also go to Willie, him never even attempting to step foot in college, right? Him not even playing a higher level of competition. His next higher level from high school was straight to the pros. And when you playing in the NBA with these guys who are vets and this and that, they like, man, I'm not about to keep playing this young fella close so he can blow by me. I'm gonna make you shoot.
Yeah. But that's
what any player, whether you come out of high school or go to college, period. If you can't shoot the basketball in the league today, that you're gonna struggle. That's just what it is.
You're not gonna last long in the league. You're not.
But that comes with coaching.
If a lesser team is built right for you, where you can still be successful. We didn't have a team that was built on nothing.
Not at all.
You know what I'm saying? Because there's players in the league that don't shoot 40% three. A lot of them. Yeah. And they work in these teams and these systems. We don't have a system at all. That's the problem.
We don't have a system, don't have an identity yet. We don't.
I mean, you just look at old boy from Boston, right? Who always hitting the half court 3-pointers, right? Like if you look at it, Pritchard. Yeah, Pritchard. Like they're checking him because they know that this dude got the probability of that he might hit one of them things. You know what I'm saying? And it's like you say, the identity of the Pistons was Cade Cunningham got the ball, everybody standing around watching.
There you go.
Let's throw 4 defenders at him.
Yeah. And this is the thing. And I said it on the XP earlier. I think this is the big year for Ivy. I think Ivy needs to step up this year. I think Ivy needs to take a little more pressure off of Cade Cunningham because the simple fact, I need Ivy to work. Him and Cade, they both need to work on not turning the ball over because they turned the ball over too many times last season. And the point is too, I need Ivy. I don't need, like I said, KD got the ball in his hand down, exerting all this energy. By the time he get in the fourth quarter, he's burnt out because other guys is not stepping up. I need Ivy to be the guy. If he wanted to still show he can still be improving to stay on this team, I need him to step it up a little bit more.
I believe Ivy has the ability to be the tone setter on this team.
Yeah,
if you know what I mean. And when we was on the show earlier, I had to agree with Zell. Shout out to Zell. He should have been here by now. But he was saying like maybe we should, let someone else have the ball in their hands to begin the game with, like Ivy. Let him run it beginning so that people won't hone in on Cade, and then let Cade take over. Like let Cade take over in the second quarter, and then let allow Cade to have the energy left for the fourth quarter when you want him to take over. You want Cade to take over the fourth quarter, but if he's working the first 3 quarters to get up shots to get the team back into a winning position, and then he gets gassed in the fourth quarter, he's not going to do us no good. The shots is not going to fall. The turnovers is going to happen. That happens when you get exhausted. Turnovers, bad passes, bad shots. But if we can get Cade to where he's be rested in that fourth quarter, we got a good chance.
This is my thing, right? I know a lot of people saying about like Cade having the ball in his hand and this and that, right? But this is the problem. When everybody's standing around, dude, and it's like this man got to work, make magic and all of that. How much did we dude? Him and Duran should have a pick and roll game to where they know it like the back of their hand. Like we didn't have none of that.
Thank you.
It's like we got to remember it's not about taking the ball out of Cade's hand. Everybody just got to stop standing around. We should have like a pick and roll. I don't care. Like we all grew up, bro, watching John Stockton and Malone. If one pick didn't work, they ran another pick. If that pick and roll didn't, they ran. So it's just like, no, Cade is the guy, right? It's not about taking the ball out of his hand. Everybody needs to stop standing around, and we need to run like pick and rolls and stuff like that.
And you absolutely right, Big A. But there's again, your guys standing around, no ball, no guys not moving around, cutting to the basket on a consistent basis. Guys is not, getting to the basket. You're absolutely right. You get guys standing at the 3-point behind the 3-point line, wanting to shooting three.
Hold on, DC. You got guys setting picks so the guys can go around and land out of bounds. James Wiseman. How
Right.
you set a pick?
They go land out of bounds.
Go out of bounds with which way you setting the pick? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Y'all all right. There's multiple problems, right? A lot of us basketballers, we still was reaching towards spacing. If you gonna fucking be out there, be a knockdown shooter. You know what I'm saying? Be a threat out there. Because in order for K and Ivy to flourish, we have to have floor spacers. That's just what it is. Especially with Ivy. If Ivy's a guy that's attacking the basket, those guys should not be able to sink, man, the way that they do against this team. They're not worried about nobody out at that 3-point line when they play us.
Because we got a team full of guys that just go to the cup. We have no.
There you go.
That's the problem.
There you go.
And that's the problem. It's not about who got the ball in their hand. It's not about
Exactly.
it's the whole offense is just a farce. You know what I'm saying? The whole thing is just it's a mess, man. It's an absolute mess. As I said, I don't even know what offense we was running. Definitely wasn't Monty Williams. It wasn't the 0.5 offense. And then we don't even have the players to run the 0.5 in the first place because you don't have the spacers.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just like, bro, listen, man. The roster first, Mr. Langdon. First, bring the right veterans in here. Bring some players that shoot the basketball and actually make shots on a consistent basis to open things up for our guards, our backcourt. And at the same time, we need a proper offense, man. We need a system in here that's going to work and be successful for these guys. Period.
It's one of those things, right? When you look at Ivy, right? And this was getting me like with this front office, it was getting me with the coaching staff, right? And it's just like when you look at when you saw him in college, right? You saw him and Edie working the pick and roll, right? Ivy was that slasher, right? He would always, he would get to the cup. And guess what he used to do? He would dish it out, right? Because he had them shooters. Dude, you look at his assists, it was all for him slashing to the rack. And he had shooters he was dishing out whenever they would close in on him. Then it would come to the point where it's just like, man, we rather take our poison with Ivy because we don't want to give up the three. But when you don't have that, everybody just standing around. And so that's what I'm saying. It's not like let's not focus on like taking the ball out of K's hands. Let's make it easier to where he doesn't have to dribble the ball so much. He doesn't have to, how many times did K get to the rack, dish it back out, then had to go get the ball back to get the shot up?
You're absolutely right. We've seen that too many times. You've seen that too many times. I like to say, Big A, I agree with the stuff you're saying. I just think that when I said the part of, I didn't want K, saying like you say, get to the forecourt. He exert out the energy is gone. You know what I'm saying? This is what I said. You take some of that off of K. Let Ivy, if he gonna run, like you said, we just talked about how Ivy when he was in Purdue, he was slashing, cutting to the basket, and dishing out the guys. Ivy can do that. It just guys need to stop just standing around, not doing ball movement, and it just standing there just behind the 3-point line all day long, and hoping y'all gonna knock down some threes.
So here's the problem.
Y'all not gonna do that.
Here's the other thing, the other issue, right? Because you're waiting for K to be able to do that, but at the same time, at the end of the day, K needs that other guy. You know what I'm saying? That other guy. And we can't get that guy developed because we played in the tank game for the last 3 years. You know what I'm saying? We haven't had assistant out there on the court in order for somebody to develop into that. So guess what you have to do? You have to sign somebody, or you have to go and trade for somebody. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, obviously it's going to be some movement. The Pistons are definitely going to move some furniture. There's going to be some people. Somebody's going to get traded. That's just what it is. And they need to go and get that person. Go and get that person, man. So you know, like man, playing the tank game is bad in so many ways, especially when you're us, because you're not hitting. You're not getting that top 3 pick. You know what I'm saying? Consistently when you do it. It's so bad for the Pistons to play that game. The Pistons have to develop players, and they have to go and get pieces to fit. That's just how we win here in Detroit. That's just how it works. They're not giving us the number 1 pick no more. It's going to be another 20, 30 years before we see something like that happen. You know what I'm saying? So, listen, building that roster out is the only way that the Pistons are going to have success. That's just what it is, man. We can't play the draft game. We've done enough drafting. Go and trade and get somebody. Period. That's all up to Langdon right now. Go and get that other person.
And that's where we're at right now. Is we need to trade, or we need to get in this NBA free agency and make some moves happen. Just by looking what's going on. Speaking of free agency, looks like Jonas Valanciunas signed a 3-year, $30 million deal with the Wizards. Look like Chris Paul, he's signing on with the Spurs. What I can see, of course, DC. I know you over there sad. That's why you're sitting in the dark, because your boy, he's not signing back with the Clippers, Paul George, and it looks like
he might be going to Philly,
Dallas, Philly, and also Golden State has been talks with. Trying to
yo Golden State, Big Willie.
Your Clippers replaced Paul George with Kevin Porter Jr. This man got another opportunity in the league, and it's in LA. The last place he need to be. He need to be somewhere in Aqua, Kansas, or somewhere. He need to not be around nobody. That man need to be in Portland.
Hey, listen, I think he learned his lesson, maybe, hopefully. I'm sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say, bro, like Chris Paul, like retire, please, bro. Like,
the Spurs can maximize him at this age.
I know, but man, I want to remember him. Clippers, Houston, Chris Paul, man. Like, just go.
But he's not a winner, Vic A. He hasn't won yet.
I know, man.
He should have went to LA.
Hey, listen, I was about to say that. Why not LA?
Hey, but the NBA blocked that though. They blocked that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
First time around, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, Bronny will take all his minutes anyway if he went to LA.
Held him for ransom. I'm gonna stand on that.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. I seen a scenario, right? And they were saying that Celtics had the opportunity to pull the biggest troll ever, bro. I would have did it, bro. I would have did it, bro. I mean, just to
round pick, but you ain't got shit to lose.
I would have did it, bro.
But you know what? We gotta talk about that for a minute, because a lot of people were, they was on both ends of the spectrum when it comes to Bronny getting drafted, over to LA where his pops was at. So we're gonna talk about for a minute. But for me personally, being if I was the current GOAT, emphasis on current, I probably would have did the same thing for my son.
Hey, listen, Willie.
Not only get him drafted, but make sure he comes over with me where I know he's gonna get taken care of properly. So I'm not mad at it. I know a lot of people say, listen, he used his name, but hey,
listen,
that comes with being the GOAT, in my opinion.
Hey, Willie, what I tell you, it's a lot of people in the big three on the family referral, bro. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it, bro. I don't want to hear it, bro.
Walton, Rivers,
right?
And this is not new, but
it's not at all. It's not
right since LeBron is doing it. It's
listen. Giannis got his brother over there on the bench.
Bro.
They ain't thinking about doing
Why?
nasty. They not even thinking about that,
Bro,
man.
Thanasis is crazy. That's nasty work.
Hold up, and then they also re-signed him.
Right.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, they did. And then this the thing with the Nationals. He over there poking his chest out like he Giannis though.
Bro,
Like-
you getting up in stew face like you somebody, bro.
Yeah, bro. And that's my thing, right? Like it's like look, man. Like people gotta they gotta take a seat back, right? Like, and it's just like you think about it. If you in that situation, and like we said, for all of us who's been watching sports and all of that, man, like this is not the first time this has happened. Like, you know, you get a chance to, like you say, have your son get drafted and play. Look, I'm sorry to say it. Michael Jordan can't get them bums of a sons he had drafted.
Hey, Cass. I love you. I love you. Set that background.
I see some great on the screen right now.
Yeah,
Right.
hey,
I don't
Hey,
give a
wait,
what
what-
LeBron do. He'll never be no go to mind. Again, we're not glorifying losers over here. We glorifying 6-0. It's always to be better than 4-6.
hey,
Him, if he got his mama in the league, his wife in the league, all his children in the league, he's still not gonna be. Everybody said, "Oh, Mike can never get his son." Mike knew his son's playing ability wasn't acceptable to be in the league, so therefore he didn't do that shit because you got to earn it.
Listen, the
No,
only thing
hey.
his son had was some denim jeans
What point-
Jordan was wearing, because them niggas
hey,
was trash.
hey, dudes. Hey,
Drafted. Like that's like a fucking participation award. We ain't handing those out over here.
Hey, I want downtown dudes. I know you see what Cass Wiseman got in that background, okay? I know you seen that. Don't come with that LeBron BS. Like you be talking about LeBron is the GOAT. He ain't no GOAT.
Let him on the screen. Let Deuce on the screen. Get the link.
If you, I'm not, y'all gonna. I don't have the energy today. For this nonsense, man. I don't have to do this.
Listen. Hey,
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 dudes,
Cass.
the
Hey.
chat is in the comments, man.
hey, Cass.
Oh, here.
Hey, Cash, you can say whatever you want to say. LeBron got his stepdaddy a ring too. You ain't talking about that. Nah, you want to talk about that? You ain't talking about that.
Hey, he just
Well, he also got his
now.
other stepdaddy out the league and on right trying out for degree.
Hey, listen, I tell y'all what, this was just a play for of what's to come, because I can't wait for D Wade's son to get in the league.
Oh, hey,
Man.
oh man.
bro.
Hey,
Oh, Willie.
hey, can I don't think I should speak on the meme that's in the group chat. I'll leave that where it's at. I'll leave. Hey, did y'all see the meme in the group chat?
Yeah.
Y'all thought Caitlin Clark was something, boy.
Please like, share, subscribe. Please like, share, subscribe.
Yes, please like, share,
Yes.
subscribe.
Help out the channel
Nice
so
Sports
much.
Network. Listen, we having fun up here, man. It's been a good show, fellas, man. We got some talk, man. We're talking free agency. We're talking the Pistons, of course. We're talking draft. We're talking front office. We're talking new coaching.
We're talking goats. And my goat
We talking LaCroix a lot.
We talking,
Look. Hey, let me speak on that, right? Like, listen, I'm a fan of both, right? And you know, to me, it's just like I can't see how people, like, I know people like to argue about stuff, but like, just watching Mike, bro, just watching the stuff this man did and all of it, it's no compare. To me, you can't. LeBron got to argue with Kobe before he can talk to Mike, bro.
Hold on,
And I'm a LeBron fan.
Hold up. First of all, Big A, LeBron should not even argue with Kobe. That he shouldn't even argue with Kobe. We're not going to get that. We ain't gonna get that started, okay?
She should argue with Durant,
There's not
Steph
a
Curry.
scenario. There's not a basketball scenario where I could ever take Bron over Mike or Kobe. If the
Not
game
at all.
on the line,
Not over Mike. Nah, not over Mike.
Guess what?
There you go.
Listen, real shit. Game on the line. I need some free throws. Bron can't shoot those. Game on the line. I need a bucket. Bron probably gonna pass that bitch to fucking Bill Cartwright. I can't touch
I mean, to me, that's what I'm saying. I'm there with you, Cass. Like I know these guys when they think of LeBron, and it's just like, bro, Mike was giving you 50, and then he was also holding his man down too, bro. Like Mike wasn't going to allow you. Like just the attitude, right? And we all know this because we grew up in that time, right? Do y'all remember when they was on the Dream Team and Angelo was talking about Tony Kukoc?
Boy, him and
the competitor in them two, like they was like, he ain't scoring nothing, and I don't care that he's gonna be my teammate next year. You know what I'm saying?
Hold on. No.
Remember in the Olympics when LeBron and D-Wade was getting their ass whooping in the Olympics. They had to go and get Kobe. Kobe's first day against Paul Gasol was
to knock him on his ass.
Yep.
So
that mentality.
Hold on. For one, when they was getting their ass kicked, they was rookie and second year players.
I don't care. It's the Olympics.
I don't care, but that's no.
Hold on. Two, fuck the Dream Team because they didn't have my guy Isaiah Thomas on. I don't hear.
I'm with you on that.
Yeah.
And I'm always gonna say fuck Jordan for that. He y'all goat. He ain't never be my goat because he ain't did shit against Zeke.
Hey, y'all. Hey, I got a question for y'all though. Hold on, Willie.
I would say Jordan over LeBron ultimately, but I say there is an argument. I can say there can be an argument. There is.
Look. Let me get this, please. Let me get this right. Let me get this, please, because I got this. Is just the ultimate haymaker from the top rope on Willie. Show me how many pairs of Jordans you got in your closet, and you show me how many pairs of Isaiah Thomases and LeBron Jameses you got in your closet, bro.
Okay, I got 3 pairs of Jordans, and I got them all in the past 3 years. I didn't wear Jordans during
whatever.
Look. I have no Jordans. I have no LeBrons, but I got some Isaiah Thomases hanging behind me on the wall. So Michael Jordan, the person, I don't like. I don't like Michael Jordan, the person. But the basketball player, I have no choice but to respect it.
You got to, bro.
I do too.
0 pair of LeBrons. Mike's the GOAT.
But I say this: if I had to make the decision, I still have him as the top notch. But to say that there's not there can't be a conversation. They said that there's a lot in between that can be said, and we can dive into that on one of these shows. Maybe next week, maybe we got to that. We didn't even build this thing up. Because there's some guys in the comment section, including Deuce, that likes to make the argument. So we definitely can bring that into fruition. And there's been plenty of arguments, not only with Jordan and
first of all, we need to check ages, Willie. I'm not talking to a 2-year-old about
no man, you look, I was just about to say that.
All of us are at the age where we seen all 3 eras live.
Exactly.
I'm not arguing no 25-year-old, dog.
Right.
That's not.
This is the thing you gotta. First of all, you gotta remember
this era of 20-some-year-olds. They're weird in the first place.
So anybody was born after 1995. I'll say.
This is my thing, though. But see, this is my thing, right? We live in the time of like what you've done for me lately, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like you would have guys that they would tell you Steph Curry is the best point guard of all time, and I'm gonna look at them like, are you crazy?
Right, he's the best shooter.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you got guys that that root for the Clippers. Like, what type of fentanyl are you smoking? You know what I'm saying? That was a shot at Durham. You know what I'm saying?
Really?
We do got a guest coming in on the show. We got Chris MVP Harris there, man. I think he need to give us a take, man. He jumped right on in. What's up, Chris, man? What's going on with you?
Hey, what's going on, everybody? I've been on this panel before. Shout out to everything. What up, Doe? What up, everybody? What's going on, man? Just wanted to kick it with y'all for a minute, but I want to ask you guys a quick question here. When we're gauging LeBron James and Michael Jordan, are we comparing the eras or are we not comparing the eras? One, what is the rubric when we gauge them? When we look at Michael Jordan, I have to be honest. Bird, Magic, Isaiah, not Barkley, but let's include Barkley, Ewing. All of those guys were mainly past their primes when Jordan began to dominate the league. So he did not have the same competition that a LeBron James would have. When you have LeBron, people in LeBron's era, he's got Kobe, Durant, Steph, Paul Pierce, Kevin Garnett, Shaquille O'Neal, so on. The list goes on and on and on.
All the players
more highly skilled players that were. Yeah,
same situation with all them players you just named. Shaq wasn't Shaq no more. Shaq wasn't Shaq no more. Garnett was not Garnett no more. All those players you just named, same situation. The only team that he faced where the players were young
that's not true. Garnett and LeBron. Garnett,
but they were at the end of the rope still.
Hey, can I say something though? Can I say something, right?
Yeah.
So, but look,
let me just finish this.
Hold on. Look, I got something. Look, this is my thing, right? This is my thing when it comes to the Jordan and LeBron, right? Because we always say when it comes to Jordan, we say, oh, those guys. Hold on, I can't.
No,
hold on.
You got the radio on, Big A.
Yes. So this is my thing.
What we're seeing here is we're trying to compare eras, right? But when you look at LeBron's era, the level of skill was innately higher than what it is in the 80s. Everything came. I'm going to say that, guys. Listen, I'm going to say that, and we have to. The game has evolved.
Right.
To think that the game is not going to evolve.
Yeah, and Chris, I'm glad you making a point, and that's what I was saying about. There is some valid points to be made in regards to that. We have to. We can't say you can't make those arguments. All those arguments are valid. And the fact of the matter is, when people argue Jordan, it's always they put Jordan's full career in a 6-year span, and they forget about everything else. But then when it comes to LeBron, they argue his whole career.
Can I get this off, please?
We have to
let Big A go.
In this argument, we have to.
Let me get this off, please. Let me get this off. Right?
All these eras have.
So hold on. Let me get this off.
Listen. Hold on. We talking about Mike. You know what I'm saying? We trying to compare these 6 years. Mike was always dominant. What are you talking about? 88 was arguably one of the best seasons of all time.
But he didn't win.
Listen, however,
he didn't win.
But okay,
Cass, I got you, Cass. I promise, Cass, I got you.
The argument always comes.
Y'all let Big A go.
Big A, go ahead, Big A. Go ahead, Big A.
Okay, listen.
How many top?
So this
How many did Mike play with?
Okay, let me get this. Cass, I got you, Cass. I promise you, I got you, bro. This is the argument that LeBron James fans like to try to have on Mike, right? We like to say, oh, when he played Bird, Magic, and all of them, they was beyond their prime. We have to be honest with LeBron James' career also, because LeBron James, like, he didn't get lit like when he started making the super teams. When LeBron was going to all the finals in the East was horrible. We got to remember that. We have to remember that. So you can't dissect Jordan to say, oh, when you started winning, you weren't playing nobody. And then when you was losing, all the guys was above your prime. But then when it comes to LeBron, we act like the East was so dominant because you got to remember, all them times that LeBron went to the finals, he lost because of why? The West was so strong. And it was like at that time, we got it. And that's why I think what Keen's saying, We can't.
Is
You
it
can't.
okay if I say something?
But
Hold on.
But look what Mike had to go through. He had to go
Hold on, guys.
through
Right.
He had to go
That's
through
what we're.
Pacers.
But see,
He had to
but
go
hold on,
through
wise
Celtics.
man.
Hey, we
Is it
can't
okay if
talk
I say
over each
something
other because
before I
it's
leave?
getting thick. It's
Yeah,
getting
hold on, wise
good
man.
debate.
I just want to make this point, man.
I just wanted to say this before I left. Go ahead.
Yeah, but that's the point that I believe Chris is trying to make when he's saying about Eric. Everything y'all saying about LeBron can be said about Jordan too, and it's always going to be an argument. You cannot knock argument.
How can
You
you
say one,
How
and say
can you
one
say
way and not the other. And
Well,
then
let me say this. Let me say this.
There is
Here, this is what I want to say because I hear this. Yeah, I hear this argument a lot, and I want to say this. Okay, yeah, I want to say this because it's important to know this. All right, a lot of things that when we sometimes we get into these hot take arguments or these talking points. What I want to say is this because I listen to this show like faithfully, right? Right? Motor City Sports Talk gotta go. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. Trash. Garbage. Sorry about that. When you're talking about super teams, in order to win championships, you need good players. Michael Jordan had Scottie Pippen. Michael Jordan had Dennis Rodman, 2 Hall of Famers with him. Isaiah Thomas had Joe Dumars. Isaiah Thomas had Dennis Rodman. Isaiah Thomas had Mark McGwire, who needs to now be in the Hall of Fame. Bill Laimbeer, who should be in the Hall of Fame. He's arguably had just as many Hall of Famers, right? Isaiah Thomas was going against guys in their prime and winning. Michael Jordan was going against guys in their prime and losing. You understand what I'm saying? LeBron James, when he could not get the support that he needed, they came together in Miami, him, Dwayne Wade, and Chris Bosh, and they won 2 championships. He lost to Dirk Nowitzki.
But don't mention they lost the first
Dirk
one, though.
Nowitzki. Right, I do mention that. I do mention that. He lost against a prime Dirk Nowitzki in a prime Dallas team, but a lot of guess what? Dirk Nowitzki, Jason Terry.
Come on, bro.
See,
that's what I'm saying, bro.
What I'm
Respectfully.
trying to show you. Listen, bro. Listen, I'm trying to show you something.
You're not
Respectfully, if it could be respectfully, just let me finish. Come on, man. We're talking like adults, really. I'm showing you that what I'm trying to show you is great.
He cut out.
Where you go?
Girl calling. Yeah. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we hear you.
Okay, every great player has lost. Isaiah Thomas lost to the Lakers on a phantom call. LeBron James lost to Dirk Nowitzki. He's lost several times in the finals. It doesn't mean that he's not a great player. I'm just saying that the era in which he's playing, he's been able to sustain his dominance over the league longer than Michael Jordan was. Michael Jordan did. Michael Jordan eventually got older and faded out by the time he was 35 years old. LeBron James is still dominant.
Hold on.
In a more skilled league that has evolved.
Chris, you're not making on a weaker Eastern Conference than you would dominate a weaker Eastern Conference.
Getting your ass kicked.
Hold on, guys. We got guests that's coming. We gotta let them talk. My guy Uncle Freeze has been sitting here quiet and patiently waiting for a minute now. Yes, I gotta let him get his speak in too. Go ahead, man.
All right, hold on, wait. Before you say something, let's be cautious. He's a Knicks fan, so we can only take his word with a grain of salt in the first place. All right, go ahead.
Go ahead, my brother.
So just really quick, I try to be contrite. So salute to King and Deuce. I just want to say, man, y'all have a big fan base. I hear where I'm at. I always try to get Knicks fans to watch y'all stuff because it seems like every time y'all come on, man, y'all are always spot on. I appreciate y'all basketball knowledge and what y'all are willing to share and things of that sort. Salute to the rest of the panel. Just want to say this one thing on the GOAT conversation. For everybody that thinks that Michael Jordan is the GOAT, right? They base that off watching Jordan when they were coming up in their primary years, when Jordan was all over TV and everything. Before y'all cut me off, listen to what I'm about to say, though. Michael Jordan started winning championships when the league expanded with 5 expansion teams. right? So it's not like the schedule that LeBron James went against to, where there was limited expansion, right? When Jordan started winning championships, you had the Timberwolves into the league, the Hornets into the league, the Heat into the league, and you had teams basically being watered down to an extent. Even in his later run, you had Vancouver and Toronto into the league. Now, I know that doesn't seem like much, right? But what that does is it provides easier games on your schedule so you can look better, right? The other thing, too, is when Jordan entered the league, it was right after the NBA-ABA merger. Bro, there were teams tanking so bad. Bro, I lived it, bro. I was there. There were teams.
We was there too.
Yeah, we there too.
We was there too. Y'all LeBron's fans, y'all get so desperate. Y'all start pulling all types of bunnies.
I'm not a LeBron fan. I'm a fan.
We talking? Are we really talking expansion in the league? Jordan won championship. When LeBron won a fucking bubble championship, when half a bubble.
How many championships did Jordan win before expansion, and how many championships did he win after expansion?
Oh my God!
It doesn't matter.
So we're going to expansion now.
And as you being a Knicks fan, you should know the Eastern Conference during the '90s was fucking tough. You had the Pistons, you had the Celtics, you had the Bulls, you had
not '90s.
You had everybody in the
Celtics wasn't good in the '90s.
Celtics wasn't good in the '90s, bro.
Nah, bro.
The Magic were good. What are you talking about?
Nah, bro. Nah, man. What I'm saying to you is, if you look at the total from the start of his career, when everybody was tanked, bro, the lottery was put in place because the Houston Rockets legit tanked for like 4 years straight. It's how they got Olajuwon and Ralph Sampson back to back. Bro, those were years that those trash teams, Jordan and them was eating on those teams, bro. What I'm saying is Jordan was great. Jordan is great.
LeBron played with half the league and still got more losses in the finals than he does wins. Mike only had 2 Hall of Famers. Bron played with 6 top 75 players including himself. That makes 7.
Cass, this is what I'm talking about. Y'all make these arguments, y'all actually hurt your argument.
But
listen, playing in the league for 85 years to only have 3.5 championships is not a flex. It's not a flex.
But hold on.
That's just like with some LeBron fans. They'll bring up the scoring title. Bro, you played 85 years. Kareem held that shit for how long off of 2-point shots? You know, that's the flex. You know what I'm saying? So
that makes no sense, bro. That makes absolutely no sense. I'm sorry. I've been sitting here listening for a minute. I've been sitting here listening for a minute. Like,
go ahead, Deuce. Go ahead.
Why is it okay when Kareem plays forever, but when LeBron does it, he played for 85 years? You can't have it. That's a double standard, bro. Kareem played for years. Hold on. Can I finish? Let me finish. You also talk about how Kareem only shot 2-point baskets. That's fine. But LeBron shot threes because he can make them. Michael Jordan didn't shoot threes because he couldn't make them. You act like the 3-point line didn't exist when he played. It's been around forever.
He barely did. What do you mean when he got in the league?
Because he couldn't shoot them. That's the point. He wasn't shooting them. He wasn't shooting them because he wasn't a shooter. That's what I'm saying. Like y'all act like the 3-point line came out in 2000. It's been around. He just wasn't shooting them because he couldn't shoot the ball. So now you're gonna take it away from LeBron because he was knocking him down? Come on, man. That's a double standard.
But his whole game was mid-range.
No, but why was his game mid-range? Because he couldn't shoot the three. That's what I'm saying. You have plenty of 3-point shooters in the NBA then who were shooting threes and knocking them down.
Listen, fellas. I got hold on, dude. I gotta mute you guys because this is getting too good, and we're coming upon our time. We gotta finish this next week, fellas. I'm sorry. We're coming too close to our show, and it's a lot that we could take in with this debate. And this is exactly what I was saying in regards to.
I'll see you on the fucking bars next Sunday, 8:00.
It's exactly what I was saying.
Listen,
there could be an argument.
Can I just rebuttal?
Okay, we're gonna do that rebuttals and final thoughts. Everybody get it.
Okay, this is my final thought.
Final thoughts. Let's go.
Okay. What Deuce just said, right? Listen, man. LeBron James is a great player. Jordan is the greatest player. At the end of the day, he can come up with expansions or he couldn't shoot threes better than LeBron James. I mean, so if you're gonna use an argument like that, I'll use Kobe against LeBron then. How about that?
Why?
How about that?
Let's just stay with Jordan. Just stay with Jordan.
Let's talking. So listen. I'm not here to talk point percentages about conversation. At the end of the day, Michael Jordan averaged more points in the playoffs. He averaged more points in the finals, and he's still number one in all of those necessary and relevant categories when it comes to winning in the finals than LeBron is. He's still leading LeBron.
Wait, and what? Other than points, what? Other than points, what?
He's still.
It's first
final
team.
thoughts,
Like, what are you
fellas.
talking about?
Final thought.
You've been
We
playing
had final
22
thought. We gonna
years.
get into that.
Still don't have more defensive players achievements than Michael?
Not one.
Listen. Final thoughts. We gonna get into that next week. Come with your stats. Come with all your little innuendo.
All I'm gonna say
next week.
Monkey Bars next Sunday, 8:00.
DC. Final thought, brother.
6-0, 5-2 versus 4-6. That's all I gotta say.
Uncle Frizzly, man, what's your final thought, bro?
My final thought. First of all, I want to thank y'all for having me on.
Yes,
right. I appreciate y'all allowing a fan, someone from another fan base to come in and chop it up with y'all on this. Now, I ain't gonna lie, the red and blue does make me want to puke a little teeny bit, but y'all's company, y'all company is great, right? So all I have to say about the Jordan and LeBron thing is I think it's subjective based on how you feel about the era of basketball you enjoy the most. So if you're an old school basketball fan, then you'll probably say Jordan. If you're a new school basketball fan, you'll probably say LeBron. But for King and Deuce, I just want to say this. Hey man, one of these days we got to talk about the second greatest running back of all time, Barry Sanders. I'm out of here, y'all. Thank y'all for having me, y'all.
Appreciate you, man.
Hold on.
Hey, he got
You just said.
Hey,
he got leave over there.
I'm up the Jordan LeBron debate after that. He just said Barry is second.
Hey, let me get my final thoughts on, because I was about to get him. I'm mad you kicked him off. And when King told me he was a Knicks fan, ain't no way he gonna be a Jordan fan the way Jordan used to tear the Garden up. So you know what I'm saying?
No, that's true. That's true.
And the New York Knicks have been running 50-something years.
Listen. Jordan was getting fined $20,000 for wearing the band once just because he wanted to disrespect the Knicks that bad, right? But another thing I'm gonna say though, 40 is 40, King. Like 40,000 is 40,000, bro. And look, and King, that's coming from your favorite player, Garnett, bro. Like when Paul Pierce was saying the same thing about how long LeBron played, and 40 is 40, bro.
It's gonna be broken.
40 is. I don't see it, bro, because I mean, unless you get somebody that's gonna be healthy, take care of their body. But I'm gonna leave off with this, and I'm gonna say this again. Before LeBron can even get in the conversations of Jordan, he gotta holler at Kobe first, and that's why I'm just gonna leave it at.
All right. So with that being said, fellas, listen.
Don't be shaking your head, dude.
I'm shaking my head, bro. Don't
shake your head, dude. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't disrespect Kobe.
8 o'clock.
Don't disrespect Kobe.
Don't disrespect Brian. That's crazy.
Don't disrespect Kobe.
Fellas. Hey, this was inevitable. We've been holding this off for a while, but I think now is a great time for this. Really, that's why I said we can't do it right now because it's at the end of the show. But next week, you know, we got some off weeks right now where we can really get into this thing. It's gonna be maybe a 3 or 4 part series going on right now in regards to this. So we're gonna do this thing right.
Can I give our last word?
I thought you did. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Deuce. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna keep it short because I want to make sure this is clear to everybody here. I love Michael Jordan. Like, I'm not a Jordan hater. I love Kobe. Before LeBron, for me, was Kobe. Kobe was that dude. You know what I'm saying? I called him Froby when he first came in, right? He had a shortcut. But anyway, my only thing is this. For me, what defines the best basketball player is being able to play in any era, on any team, in any format.
Who
To me,
can't do that?
right? Hold on. This is what I mean. What I mean is adaptability. Adaptability to me makes you the best player in the world. Michael Jordan, his game never changed. He was the best at it. Best scorer, if you want to say KD, fine, but best scorer ever, right? I'm not talking stats, just pure scoring, I'm saying. You can get at the Jordan. I would give it to him. For me, though, I feel like that kind of made him one-dimensional in a sense. Offensively, not defensively, offensively. When Bron first came into the league, his first bucket was running off screens, running off picks, right? He don't even do that anymore. He ain't did that in 10 years. His ability to be able to change his game when the game changed around him gets overlooked. You had the too big era, then you had the small ball era with Steph Curry. Now you got the too big era again. He's adapted his game regardless of what happened in the league. Jordan never had to do that. So to me, that's why he's my GOAT. It's because you can put him in any era. He can play any style of basketball. He can play any position on the court. That's a pure basketball player. That's what makes him the GOAT to me, in my opinion. I understand the 6-0, but this is not boxing. This is not tennis. This is a team game. So we can't just look at 6-0 like that.
Mike wouldn't average 40 to 45 points and not lock up motherfuckers.
No, he would. That's what I'm saying. Scoring wise, I'm giving that to you. I'm just saying.
Hey, look. One more thing, Willie, before you go. I'm gonna say this, and like I said, I'm a LeBron fan. I got the jersey hanging up in the closet. That flopping shit he do, that wouldn't have rolled in the '80s, Juice, bro. Like you'd had to have a different mentality, bro. And the way LeBron and listen, and when I argue for LeBron, and when people bring that up, bro, like that to me, you can't say he could have played it any era, bro.
Okay. Well, you gotta save it, Big A, because you about to go into it, and that's why I'm trying to save everybody. Okay. We gotta save it because we're gonna put this thing together right. For me, my final thought is, I'm not a Jordan fan, I'm not a Kobe fan, I'm not a LeBron fan, but I do recognize greatness. And when I say that there is an argument, and as we can see how passionate it's gotten, that means there is a place for it. So we got to recognize that, whether you feel like he's the GOAT or not, whoever your GOAT is, whoever you feel disrespected or not, that's the greatness about this game, is that we can. And that's what we're going to do come next week. So get your list together, get your stats together, keep your emotions in check. At least try to keep your emotions in check. And let's do this thing right, man. Listen, everybody that's in the comment section, make sure you guys tune in to us next week. We're going to come back on and get this thing rolling. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share. Get your peoples. Highlight Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Let everybody know. Listen, it's going down next week. We may have some more people come up.
Hey, I got a suggestion though. Hey, what we need to do though is we need to get a timer. Whether we agree on 2 minutes, 3 minutes, like people need to be able to go uninterrupted.
I agree.
And you get a timer, and that timer go off. Hold on. When that timer go off, wherever you at in your thought, you get like an extra, let's say 30 seconds to wrap it up, and then you go to the next person.
And that's why I say we're gonna powwow out and get this thing put together. Everything that you're saying, Big A, we gonna offset this week. We gonna work on that, and we gonna get this thing going, and hopefully we can have a smooth showing and make this thing, memorable and fun at the same time. But it is 10 o'clock. I know it. We all got to work in the morning.
Yes, sir.
Oh, you still muted, Cam? I'm sorry, brother. Let me unmute you, man. He ain't got nothing to say.
Muted?
No, he ain't got nothing to say. With that being said, listen, fellas, we had another great show. It's actually turned out better than I expected. I'm excited for next week. I know you fellas are excited next week, so please join us next week. Everybody in the comment section, please join us next week and call your people to come in. Let's make this thing. Let's blow this thing up for real. This could be huge.
Hey, make sure y'all hit that like and subscribe to Dynasty Sports Network, King and Deuce Show, and D313XP, man. Hit that like, subscribe
to all of us. Yeah, please subscribe to all of us, man, because we all gonna be streaming it, man. Let's make this thing big. And with that being said, like, enjoy yourselves. Take care of your families. Dynasty Sports Network, we out.
Very
happy. Ronnie gonna be the rookie of the year.
Kobe.
I'm just waiting on Dwayne Wade's son to get in the league. He gonna change the game ever.
Oh God.